Alright, so welcome back to a brand new video. It's been like a couple days since I've done a video. I'm not dropping a garden tour till next week though, sadly. We finished transplanting everything today. It's just it needs a day to actually get alive. And as you probably know, I do video essays on Saturdays. You can kind of tell if I zoom in that it's not in the greatest shape. That's normal when you transplant it. But like the day or two after they begin coming up, you got to give them tons of water when you just begin transplanting it. But I'm a day late to when I usually do this. This is usually June 6th. I'm going to be doing a summer plans video today. So what's the summer going to look like this year? So let's take a look at just about everything's going to be happening around the farm this summer, what to expect, what not to expect, and what could possibly be around the corner. So first of all, my goal is 5K by the end of the summer. If I can't reach 4K by July, which by the way, quick PSA, we're trying to reach 4K by July, my channel growth has slowed down, mainly because I stopped posting shorts. So I've had to deal with the raccoon for the last couple nights and got into, quick little update if you're wondering, got into the trash can, a new one, this time a $50 trash can, instead of one you could probably find on like wish.com or something like that. This time it got into the real trash can and it took out tons of chicken feed, so that thing better be paying us soon, or else it's going to have a pretty harrowing fate, if you know what I mean. So the raccoon, if it's going to keep attacking our chickens, we're going to have to keep on moving them. And where I really want to move them is to the bottom of the yard, so I can do live chicken cams. Because out here, let me check, I do get Wi-Fi here, except when I bring it into the coop, it's not going to be so much, because the coop kind of just deflects all the Wi-Fi signals. So I really want to get an extender to put it out here. So starting off with, of course, the chickens, I really want to start off with getting them some, I really want to have the chickens doing well out here. As I've said, live chicken cameras, not too much is going to change, really. We did not get any new spring chickens this year. But based on recent attacks in the farm flock, I'm probably going to end up getting some spring chickens. Or even summer chickens in August. You can still get those. Back in 2022, we did a hatching project, and as you probably know, that failed, so we're never going to do that again. Maybe once I get my own place, I'll maybe do the hatching project myself and see if I get a better outcome. But out of the 10 eggs, 5 of them hatched, and 2 of them were roosters. So 50% hatched, and only 60% were hens, which is actually surprisingly high, because usually it's like split right down the middle, 50-50, 50%, 50% on each side. However, this time, it was just 60-40, so that's a bit better. However, what's going to end up happening is all with these chickens is we might have to install a fan if they're saying it's going to be so hot this summer. If they're saying it's going to be so hot, usually we've already hit 95 degrees around this time of year. The hottest it's been is 91, and so far this month, the warmest it got was 83. So this is looking up to be like last summer. Last summer, there was a day in July where it was about 90 degrees, and then after that, it failed to get above 80 some days, and for most days too. Alright, so we're going to also move on to the garden next. So what's going to be happening in the garden this spring? Well, this summer, not this spring. I already did the spring plans back in, I think, March or February. So this year we planted some new strawberries. I'm gonna be planting the gourds. Hopefully, I'm guessing by Thursday, before Thursday this next week. My last day of school is on Wednesday, because I'm up in the Northeast and most schools up here do not have air conditioning that isn't already put into the rooms. And I also want to get some new stuff into this raised bed over here. You might be like, if I have an in-ground garden, why have a raised bed? Well, it's because I really want to see if that'll help with carrots and lettuce. So we're going to see if we can do some carrots and lettuce this year. Carrots are easy to grow. Like, I can do many batches of them every year. We also need to get into planting some broccoli in there, too. Everything else, though, is already transplanted. The cucumbers. There's some that still need to be planted, though. And I think we'll end up getting a trellis for the gourds this year because, as you know, in recent years, especially 2022, the gourds kind of just took over. So my goal is to hopefully be getting a gourd harvest in, I'd say, late September. And also I want to get around to planting pumpkins up in the field, but I'm not too sure as to how that's going to go. So I might just end up planting a few in the garden where they're a bit more accessible, and I can keep track of them a lot more. And also, we're going to begin planting watermelon in the house soon. That's going to be beginning very soon, because we're going to start planting some watermelon. We're going to start off in paper towels. Then my guess is in about 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, we'll transplant them into the garden. And throughout the summer, as I said, I'll record videos every Monday. The videos will go live at 8:30 p.m., but I would have likely recorded them at around 7 to 8 a.m. I'm getting into a schedule this summer. Last summer, I had the most inconsistent sleep schedule. This summer, my goal is to get really consistent with a sleep schedule. But last summer, there were some days where I was waking up at 5 a.m. and other days where I was waking up at 2 p.m. This summer, my goal is to consistently wake up right before 7 so I can record garden tours and have the rest of my day to myself or to work on other channels, which I like doing a whole lot. But this is my personal favorite channel, as you probably know, based on the amount of effort I put into these videos. Now, you might have been able to hear in the background that there's been some nail gun sounds upstairs. Well, that's because we're denailing some boards that were removed from the upstairs. We're renovating the household this summer. Yep, there's some renovations going on in the second floor up there. See? Probably can't. There's literally no difference. There was only one completed room. The upstairs is poorly maintained. There's some events that happened that, of course, for the sake of these videos, I won't get into. No one was injured. I'm just going to say that. It was 1977. Who cares? So what ended up happening was the home, of course, was damaged over a lot of years of wear and tear, being abandoned and all that whatnot. So the upstairs is pretty badly damaged. So we have to rip out all the floorboards, put in new electrical, put in new plumbing, and install new rooms. We're not going to move in by the end of the summer, trust. That is our deal. I'm not going to be moving in until, my guess is probably maybe Thanksgiving weekend is probably when we're going to move upstairs. So around Thanksgiving weekend is when I'm going to be up in my new studio. I got the new studio up there. I already had that all planned out. I'm already improving my studio. Like, I've made some quality of life changes this week. And finally, just things around the farm. As I said earlier, 5K by the end of the summer is what I'm aiming for. I'm going to try daily uploads. I will never try to do that. What are you doing? You see my dog? No, chicken is not yours. I will never try to do double daily uploads in July. As you know, I was able to do it consistently for the first half of the month, right after that chicken attack. I had to spend so much time out here that for the second half of July, I really didn't make any double daily upload progress. My goal is to be able to include at least one day of the week where I double daily upload during the summer. This summer, we're going to be returning back to summer 2022 consistency. That summer, I'm pretty sure I only missed like 4 days. And during those 4 days, I just posted shorts. And then I kind of got caught up on making shorts, and then eventually I skipped like weeks at some points. My goal is to never do that again. And the reason why I haven't really uploaded a lot this week is because my phone, it's not the greatest. And exams. I took my history exam, and I got a 91 on it, so that's cool. My goal is to get done with the rest of my exams this week, so that way I'll be able to consistently record. I'll record Day in the Life on Wednesday. That'll be dropping on Thursday evening, if y'all are wondering. That's the goal. So yeah, we also have a puppy we're raising around here. I'll try to document that a little bit, try to make some more dog videos. And of course, outdoors and homesteading. Homestead vlogs will become a part of thing of the summer. So expect a whole lot of entertainment, if you will, this summer. It's going to be interesting. Hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to click the like and subscribe. Trying to reach, of course, 5K by the end of the summer. 4K by July is right now the one I'm focusing most on. We at 3.1, so we have 900 to go. Let's see what ends up happening.